Hey everybody, it's Nikki with Delicate Tension Tarot. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or if you just have a lot of influential Leo placements in your chart or transits happening in your houses in the sign of Leo. Keep in mind this is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody. Don't force it to fit. Just let it happen organically, right? You can always check your Moon, Rising, Venus, or once again, if you have any influential placements in your chart that impact you greatly, you can check those out as well. This is going to be for the energy regarding November 1st through the 15th. We do have Mercury going retrograde in Scorpio on October 31st through November 19th. I don't know why I've been saying 16th in the other videos. It just happens sometimes. Can't be perfect, right? What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, so that energy is going to have a pretty decent impact point. I would hold off on any major decision making unless you absolutely have to until about the first week of December. There's going to be a lot going on in this period. A lot. I really feel like it's going to be a lot. And a part of me is laughing because I already feel like I'm having to kind of strap myself in. Yeah, of course this is going to impact and influence everybody differently, but you know, it's always best to just expect the unexpected and to be prepared in the best way you can. Take it in stride. So yeah, let me go ahead and kind of see what it is that I feel for your energy. I feel the need to say, you know that something's always going to catch you, right? Because I got the sense of almost running. I mean, just running through this really crazy expanse that you couldn't necessarily see your way through. And then getting to the edge of the cliff and having to jump because you felt like something was coming after you or there was no other way. And then you're falling and you're sitting there expecting to just plummet to your death, but out of nowhere there's just this net that catches you. Huh. I don't know what that means, but okay. Look, I feel the need to say that if something's on hold right now and something isn't, it's almost like if something's on hold, there's a good reason, and I don't think you should be hating on the fact that it's on hold. All right. That is attached for sure. I think this is the energy you're in. This is the energy of another individual. Ooh. You could be juggling a lot right now. I do think that whatever you are juggling, I think it's helping you kind of balance out. You may have been coming out of energy of experiencing some form of a lack mentality, or feeling like, you know, okay. It was like that sense of me saying, something's always going to catch you, right? It's almost like every time something seems like it's going downhill, or it seems like you're like, all right, this is the end, something catches you. It could even be something catching you off guard. No, son of a bitch. Sorry. Dear Lord, please expect the unexpected. Yeah, so I think you're in the King of Swords energy right now. It's an energy of, it's not that you don't have empathy at this time, because I think you do, but I think at the same time you understand when empathy needs to be given, and then you understand when the truth needs to be spoken. And I think you had to speak the truth in a very specific situation, and I think you had to make the best judgment call possible for the way things were going at that point in time. I do think that this could be your energy, but I do think it's someone else with the way that this is right here. I do think this is a situation regarding two individuals, people, places, things. This could be lovers, could be friends, could be family, could be coworkers, could be whatever. But I do feel like somebody is very emotionally distraught at this time. This person may be actually looking after you. They may be asking people about you. This may be you regarding another person. I also feel like whoever this is, energy can always be crossed, so however it fits. I feel like someone feels as if the past is repeating itself. This keeps coming up. I feel like this keeps coming up. This may be a repetitive cycle with someone as well. Somebody is deep in their feelings though right now. And like I said, maybe they're deep in their feelings and it's causing them to look after you, or you after another person. But to me, to be honest, I feel like you're so focused on whatever two things you're juggling right now. And I do feel like it has a lot to do with finances. Could be two jobs, could be just having a lot on your plate and really trying to, juggle. Let's clarify the King of Swords here, please. Oh yeah, you've gone quiet. I think you said what you had to say and then you totally retreated. But I think you did it for a good reason, because I feel like you're being very logical about this. Whatever this was, you're like, okay, look, I need to say what my truth is, and then that's it. There's nothing else I can do. I think there's a lot of wisdom behind that statement. There's nothing else I can do. And you really understand that. There's a deep understanding of that. I think in the past too, maybe that is the energy you operated from. Maybe you always tried. You always tried to fix it. You're always like, no, I can do more. There's always more I can do. Yeah, Knight of Wands. I feel like in the past you always felt like there was more that you could do, and you would do that. You would constantly, get this influx of energy where it would be stepping back and then running back in, stepping back and running back in. And maybe too, that's also attached to that Two of Pentacles energy, but it just doesn't, I think you realize that at the end of the day, that didn't do anything. Maybe too, it was almost like that energy would oscillate in a way where when you would try, it would either put you further out in the cold, or it would only temporarily put a band-aid on the situation. And at the end of the day, it didn't fix anything. So you've used the wisdom that you've obtained from that experience. And now you're like, you know what? I just need to say what I need to say. And that's it. After that, it's up to the other person, or it's up to the other situation, or whatever the case may be. Let's clarify the Five of Pentacles. I am not taking that. That's way too many. I will take you, though. I feel like you're working really hard to achieve what it is that you desire. And honestly, I think it's working really hard for yourself. Whatever this was, it might have felt like the other person wasn't working for you or in your favor, so you decided, okay, if you're not going to do this with me, if you're not going to be in this with me, if you're not going to walk through this with me, then I'm going to look after myself. Because I have to take care of myself at the end of the day. It's quite possible, too, that in the past, the amount in which you gave yourself, I mean, literally left you being the injured individual in this card. And it's like the other person who was with you, it's not that they were ignoring you, but they just were ahead of you. And it's not like they were helping carry you. You're the one who's more injured than they are. You guys are in the same position, essentially, but they're not helping you. Whatever you might be juggling right now could be helping you get emotionally balanced as well. You might have been in a period where you were in this energy too. And you understood that to get out of it, you had to kind of refocus on what was important so that you were no longer in this emotionally jacked energy is what I want to call it. This person's having a really hard time moving forward. It's really interesting, though, they're not saying a word. They're just staying stuck. I think they're trying to gain some form of understanding as to what they need to do, but at the same time, they're also choosing to stay stuck in a very turbulent energy. I mean, even though in the Hanged Man, he looks quite peaceful through his experience of observation and enlightenment, but with the Six of Swords reverse, I don't think that there's actually like a logical application of that. It's almost like someone continually staying stuck and being in observation mode to seek enlightenment, but they aren't doing anything with it. They're not doing anything with the enlightenment that they're obtaining. Let's clarify the Six of Cups. Oh, yeah. I really do think they're beginning to emotionally understand what they've been putting themselves through for a very, very long time. And I also think they're beginning to understand what they've lost in the process. And I don't think you're the first person to experience this with them. But I do think that you're the individual that they are currently focused on in this time. Let's clarify the Five of Cups, please. Yeah, it was a missed opportunity. I think you offered them one of these pentacles. You offered them the opportunity to be a part of something that you would focus on. Something that you would give your energy to. Something that you were willing to kind of gladly put your energy into juggling. Because I don't think that you were trying to juggle two people. I just think that it was going to be a part of your life where you were juggling with juggling this with something else you were very busy with. You're like, hey, I'll make room for you. I care about you enough to make room for you. Let's work on this. Let's clarify the Page of Swords in reverse here. Whatever, I'll take it. 7 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, and the Hierophant. I think they're very, very concerned. Okay, so they're watching you go from a period of... It could even be hearing that you're working on something, or hearing that, you know, you're still in pause mode personally. Maybe you're not with anybody at this time. And then I think they're gradually seeing you become more comfortable, or, you know, accomplishing more within your own life. And I think a part of them is afraid that if they were to come towards you with some form of offer of commitment or stability, that you would reject them. And maybe you would. I don't know what's going on in your life, but maybe you would. I think they also realize that you've been carrying a lot of this. You've carried a lot of it for a very long time. And I think they see how much you've tried. They see how much you've carried. I think that's something else they're starting to realize now, is how much effort you actually put in. And how precious that is when you have somebody like that in your life. When you have somebody who's willing to try so much, and who's willing to give so much of themselves, who's willing to carry a burden, it's kind of priceless. Then we have the High Priestess and the Star. And the 5 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like this person... they're either watching you greatly excel at something, or they're finally coming to terms with knowing how important this connection actually was. I don't know how much longer this person can stay quiet about the way that they're feeling either. Because there's a choice that's going to be happening here. This is also a continual theme, so check out the other videos to see if it follows the same storyline for you. Ooh, yeah. I think this person is in a hole right now. I also think that, like I said, the pressure is heating up. Okay. I think we've got a gift on the way. I think that this person could be coming towards you with some offer, some form of a gift. I do think that they are watching you, and I do think they have other people watching you as well. And if they don't, this could be some form of a helpful warning to just protect yourself if this person does come towards you. You might need to be having more of a keener discerning eye than usual. We do have wings, so I do believe a messenger is on the way. A messenger or a message. I do think something's coming towards you. And then we have Cauldron in reverse. I don't know what it is that's happening, but it feels, I don't want to say it feels very magical, but it does feel like something, whatever it was that you did, I don't think it was manipulative. I think it's almost like in a way you created this, but you didn't will it to happen. I think you let the cards fall where they may, and I think now that you've done that, now this is actually happening in the way that it needs to. Maybe after you stop trying. Of course, isn't that how things always happen as soon as you stop trying? We have the vow. Yeah, I think there's a bond here. There's a really strong bond. Ooh. Oh, okay. We have the Mother, we have the Pilgrim, and then we have Eros, God of Love. Like I said, I think somebody's journeying towards you. Somebody's making the journey to come towards you, and I do think that they have a gift. I do think that there is something that is about to be spoken, and I do think it has a lot to do with love. I feel like either this person has some issues with mother energy, or they have had issues with their mother, or just issues with women in general. They may have not had a healthy relationship with their mother growing up. Therefore, it's very hard for them to have healthy relationships with women. Or the mother energy could even be your energy. It could be the fact that maybe there was something about you that was healing that for them. Maybe the level at which you nurtured, cared, loved, supported, it was something unlike they ever experienced. And I feel like too, maybe with that Ten of Wands, it's connecting to the vow here. It's almost like maybe you made a vow to them to always keep trying or never give up. And I think there's something here where after you gave up, it's like now they know they have to make the journey. They know they have to commit to some form of a journey. I mean, a pilgrimage is not easy. I mean, the best advice I have to give to you right now is just keep doing what you're doing. Either way, I think you're forging ahead to make sure that you are creating the best life for yourself at this time. I think you're really trying to make a lot of your dreams come true. And I do think that there's still a lot to be settled here. I think there's a lot that is going to unfold. And so whatever particular things that you need to move through this retrograde period in order to heal, please do so. I don't think you should totally ignore your emotions at this time. I want you to acknowledge them and move through them as you're juggling these other things in your life. But I do think something unexpected is coming. Just keep your eyes open. Okay, Leo, I hope that resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, or comment down below with your own personal experience if it did resonate for you. As always, thank you for your support, your love, even just for watching. I really appreciate it. And, you know, realistically, I couldn't do this without you guys. So thanks so much for joining in, and I'll catch you guys next time.